G'day viewers, today you're in for a real treat. We are driving one of the best cars in the world, the Audi A7, dining at one of the best restaurants in the world, Stefanos Restaurant, in one of the best countries in the world. So lock up your apartments, throw away your keys and come down under.
So welcome. Today we're going to do a 1,000-kilometre road trip in an Audi A7. Now if you're like me, I am sick to death of the whole COVID thing. So let's get out of the city.
As with all fantastic road trips, one really needs to have a map to appreciate your travel holiday itinerary. Nowadays, we rely upon our satellite navigation to guide us through to the final destination. I thought I'd show you what this particular road trip will look like. We are travelling from Adelaide via Renmark, which is still in South Australia, to Mildura to visit Stefanos Restaurant, which I still think is one of the best restaurants in the world. We are travelling with an Audi A7 Turbo Diesel V6. Our aim is to complete this approximately 1,000-kilometre journey within 24 hours. Just to put the distance of Australia into perspective, if you're travelling say north to south in mainland Australia, say from Cairns in Queensland to Melbourne in Victoria, the flight time is 3 hours and 20 minutes. Or north to south again, say Darwin in the Northern Territory to Melbourne, our flight time is 4 hours and 5 minutes. For any European viewers, and just for a travel comparison, flying from London to Moscow is 3 hours and 40 minutes. So that's slightly more time. London to Athens is 3 hours and 50 minutes. And for the same reference to our US viewers, travelling say from Fargo in the north to Houston in the south is 5 hours and 30 minutes. So the map of Australian distance from north to south is just slightly smaller. Travelling west to east in Australia, one of the longest flights is Perth to Sydney. That flight is 4 hours and 36 minutes. Or, for our US friends, flying from LAX to JFK in New York is 5 hours and 31 minutes. As you can see, Australia is a big place. Come and see this large and vast country. Come and enjoy your time down under. We Aussies would love to see you. So, to explain what we're doing, we're actually doing a 1,000-kilometre road trip. We will be travelling from Adelaide to Mildura and back again in 24 hours. Why Mildura? I think one of the top 10 restaurants in the world is located in Mildura. It's Stefanos Restaurant. It's been established for over 2 decades. In fact, I've eaten there twice in the last 20 odd years. It also gives us an opportunity to look at the Australian landscape, what to expect, how to travel such vast distances so quickly, what to take, what to do, and what not to do. So when you go and travel in Australia as a tourist, like in all places of the world, it's really important that you understand and have some key phrases which will help you navigate your tourism journey. If you don't learn these particular phrases, wherever you go, you're just going to have a halo around your head that says, "Tourist, please take my money," because I as a tourist have no idea what you're talking about. If you were in Spain, you would learn how to say hola. If you were in Italy, you would learn how to say grazie. In China, xie. Just simple phrases. Japan, arigato. So these are the key elements that will save you a great deal of trouble. Now my word, or the Australian word, I'm sorry, is g'day. It's critical that you learn how to say this word properly. Only one word, it only takes one word at a time. So let's break the word down. It formed from good day, but in Australia, we shorten that, so g'day. And by way of example, how g'day can assist you? Well, if you don't speak any English and you go to a coffee shop in the morning, all you have to do is walk in and say, g'day. Immediately, people will give you additional time and additional service. You could go to a hotel, a pub, and you walk up and you say, g'day. The barman will say, what would you like? And then you can point at the beer and he'll pour you a beer. All done. All you need to do is walk in and say g'day. Again, it's only g'day. The full sentence would be g'day mate. But please don't do or try to do the second word without actually getting g'day down correctly. It will help you immensely when travelling throughout Australia. So, g'day.
One thing I love about this A7, it makes you feel like a Bond villain. Inside on the dashboard, you have a retractable rear wing that can go up and down and adds a little bit of downward force to aid in stability. Okay, so when we travel, we always try to pack the right things for your car. This is what I call essential for a quick Australian road trip of 1,000 kilometres in about 24 hours. So have a look inside. This is what I call essential. First up, we've got our overnight bag with our overnight toiletries so we can smell good, look good, get dressed for a fantastic dinner. Next up, don't leave home without it. Make sure you have water and plenty of it. This might look to be somewhat amusing, but occasionally you'll get caught. There'll be a toilet 100 kilometres that way, the next toilet's 150 kilometres that way. Nature doesn't have a speedometer. It will call you out. So if you're not ready, you won't be prepared. And finally, I always carry a fire extinguisher with me, and those toys, well, they're just comforters. They're for gifts for the kids and so forth. Anyway, that's some basic things that you should be taking with you. And on a final note, this netting across the cargo area, that's essential, because if you're ever involved in an accident, it's the flying debris throughout the cabin that does the most amount of damage outside of the impact itself. So I did mention that occasionally you'll be caught 100 kilometres that way from a nearest toilet. The other toilet, it's 100 kilometres the other side as well. So it's a good thing that you've come prepared. This is why you always carry some toilet paper with you. Now you can't forget you're actually in the outback. So you never know what awaits you. These guys are known as killer koalas. Be careful. They might look innocent, but they do bite. Okay, so here we are at the end of episode 1. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and tell your friends. See you on the next one.